Let this be it.
Teams can close it out. Hitch wants to go the whole 9 yards. We lost our screens, but we'll cast in the dark. That's fine. We're back, guys. Map 6 about to jump into it right now. And what a beautiful circle that is, right in the middle. So if you're cheering for either Joewo, Scummin, or FIFA, this is their moment to walk home with 40. There we go. It's going to be so good until I fumble. $40,000.
That was a great intro.
I'm going to drink my coffee.
There you
Take
go.
it away, Reflection.
You drink that coffee, you get amped, you get hyped. Scummin, FIFA, and Joewo all trying to go for the victory. If they don't, Biffle, Shifty Sage, right? One of the teams 5 points away who have an opportunity to break through and go for the win themselves. Now, will the strat of taking it slow pay off this time?
I don't know. But I do know that if one of the 3 teams on your screen doesn't win, another team might be able to win.
That's right. Huh? Oh, that was some heavy hitting analysis, bro. I went straight into the, you're right.
Spending too much time around Hitch, I'm just like, I want to go for just, what dumb statement can I make? And I hear him chuckle to my right, and then it's just game over. That is a true statement, but yes, the 3 teams
100%.
on your screen are the only teams that have reached the point threshold. Again, if you're not sure what that means, you have to accumulate 100 points, and once your team does that through kills and placement, you then have to win a map. You must take first place. Joewo's team came close. I think they got, what, 3rd, 4th, or 5th or something?
Right.
They weren't able to get it done, which means Scummin and FIFA's teams now have enough points to also try and take the win.
That's right, they do, and luckily for them, it's been quiet. They have started at the very edge on an island. They do have a heli to their name. Nobody around this vicinity, but they've got to move because they are literally, well, luckily they're going to be on the slow side of the zone, so they don't have to move as quickly as I thought, but still have to move. And look at the contracts they're picking up, right? Upload the hard drive data. They again are going with the strategy they had in game number 5. They want to know where the next zones are going to be. It's going to be another slow one, but it could heat up anytime.
I mean, that's what you want to do, right? You absolutely, that's huge. The deployable buy station reflections is what they were asking for.
Right.
That is what Skullface brought up multiple times in map 5. They had everything except the deployable. To get that this early really gives them a boon in their preparations. But you said it right. You want to get to the laptop. You want to get those contracts. Figure out where those final circles are. But you're also not the only one doing this now.
They're fighting. Wait, I didn't even realize Joewo's by himself. Joewo is separated from everybody else. He's got his other teammates currently in a fight. Joewo needs to get over and help.
He needs to get well, he got the deployable, and now he needs to get to the rescue. He does see, of course, that loadout there to the right. But you want to get to your team as fast as you can. And luckily for them, it's not too far of a flight in this heli to get to the rest of the team.
He said not too far, they make it. There was a squad just off to the right, though. He's going to have to worry about. Meanwhile, we switch over to Scummin, Doggy, and Rational. Another trio that is looking to get a victory. If they get a victory, $40,000 is there. All they have to do is last as long as they possibly can. Difference, though, right? They are moving. They are going for it. And they potentially are looking, obviously, for loot, but I think they could get into some engagements quickly given where they're at.
Yeah, and they might not be taking as slow of an approach as Joewo's team, right? They might be confident enough in their ability that they're saying, hey, I'll take the risk. And that's not to say Joewo's team isn't confident. They're taking the safer route, which is totally understandable. Scummin's team, perhaps, we'll have to see how this plays out, but not afraid to get into the thick of things early on as they see one player fly overhead. If he pulls that shoot, well, he's about to have a bad time. Tads looking for the down. Just loses it, and well, you gotta back off, because if you're paying too much attention to the skies, your eyes aren't on the ground, and that is gonna be a disaster as 2/3 of this team head straight to the gulag.
You look at Joewo and co, what were they doing when they were trying to go for the victory? They were seeing players, they were spotting players, they weren't shooting at players, they were lying low. They did not want to try to go for engagements, but yet Scummin, Irrational, and co, they do so. They want to fight because some teams just don't know how to slow down. This might be one of them, but a brilliant fight, one that is a big win on Symphony as he falls.
I know you did, by the way.
And here's FIFA kill.
Wait, is this guy's
The third team that has a chance to close things out. Who's this fight against? I can't see because I'm old. My eyes are bad.
Well, valid hands.
Valid hands. I'm not sure who that is, but well, they didn't make it out alive. Nice shots onto the player up top. That's King Matty.
Down the right.
King Matt the second. One or the other. Go with King Matt the second. FIFA, 2 eliminations. The comms are there. And again, the potential for this team to be able to close it out. What a regain it would be for them as well. A lot of these teams, they were doing well throughout this tournament, but FIFA himself got second place in the solo YOLO, just barely missing out for 20K, so that would be a great bounce back to be able to take first place here.
Absolutely, and almost double your money, right? Something to think about as we do get through another fight. FIFA kill, just barely alive, but he manages to do so, or at least he manages to get away for the time being. Nobody is going to be lost. An extra J will be finished off. So good on them for staying up as long as they did. Now, you've got to find some hard cover again. They're taking it just like Scum and Irrational. It seems like they're playing so fast because they have to, because they're getting pressured. Whereas Joewo, Skullface, right, they're chilling.
They are chilling, and I think if we're able to, I'd love to do a listen-in with this team at some point soon to just get a beat on what exactly these comms are like. And, well, that's because production's wonderful. We can do that right now. So let's crank up those headphones and see what the comms are like for FIFA's team.
Yeah, one's on my wall, Lee. On it.
Oh, you got me. Fuck.
That's it. Help. Hold up. Oh, bro.
Yo, rumble.
Dead thief.
Your squad mate is in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
Towards the buy. Right back there. You shouldn't have backed
Be
that far.
attacked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive.
Well, when
go to the back. Buy loadout, buy.
I definitely could have traded that. What's it? One landed us in the middle of the fight as well, Lee, so I just wanted to fucking get out.
Bro, yeah, we're good.
Drop shot to me, bro.
Your squad is down. It's up to you now.
That's my team.
Squad mate just got their ass beat. They are returning to base.
It's only get a snipe, bro. Wait, is there a guy on my right? Did I just see that?
No idea.
It'd be my eyes, yeah?
Nice thief.
So we should get. Should go.
Loadout is there. You go, Liam.
I can go back and like try and like work a pick and.
I mean, Liam, you just go. I'll just res you. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, Liam has 7K though.
If I three comes.
Yeah, in front of you, Lee. I can give you pings. On the hook.
It's not worth risking getting sniped though.
Yeah, you snipe. Yeah, Liam, he got it, but he's out. It's risky. I'm not gonna go for it. I don't think. All here, Lee. All three in a line.
I can flank that, bro.
Liam, stay alive, Lee.
Yeah. Just keep running, bro. Keep running.
Keep running, stay alive.
Hey, give me lives, what?
I'm gonna keep. Yeah, two pushing. Two there. Hold on, the guy's further back. Oh, the guy's further back. Last two here, on here.
He's like jiggle peeking me, bro. Can't peek that.
I'm going load out.
Where's the third kid then?
Further back, over here.
Oh no, I'm gonna die, I think.
Yeah, they're gonna double you out.
Gas is
Lee, I'm
closing
on you.
in.
Can you
Get
run
to
back?
the new safe zone.
No, they're here. Len, on my blue mark.
Cover your body.
I have a recon. I'm using recon.
They're behind the wall. I see one on my left.
The other one backed up. The other one's here. Blue mark. The other one's on the building. He just sipped up.
They're fighting, no?
Oh, no.
Yeah, one's shooting.
Go above me. He's on the roof.
Yeah, here.
Go, one of me. No, I'm dead. Ah, fuck off, mate.
No. We got it, Len. Get out of here. Come, Len. Swing right. Swing right, Len.
Guys buying back on the buy, by the way.
Comes. I got Biffle, nigga.
Comms fast and furious, and this is a big moment. FIFA versus Biffle, the team that is 5 points away from also qualifying. There was a time to win. It's going to be right now, and it's not meant to be. Slides right in to the barrel of Biffle's gun. They will survive another day, and that will mean guaranteed. Biffle's team is now 4 points away from qualifying, and certainly something they're almost guaranteed to get. FIFA, again, one of the teams with the potential to win today, right now, in map 6. Joewo's team alive and well, although Skull maybe needing to top up on some of those plays there when that comes in. Actually, I think that's, excuse me, is Suki, is that Breadman?
One of them. I've still yet to
I
figure it out.
thought Gabagool was...
Gabagool, I think, is Skullface.
That's Skull, yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, so Suki would be Breadman.
Thank you, by the way, to all the players for making us play a continuous guess.
I wonder if it was a strat.
It could be.
Change their name, so
I
if
mean,
their last live
for
they
some
need to
players,
win,
yeah,
match point.
it definitely is.
Could very well be, because there's been quite a few name changes, actually, and even some of our top players. Huskerrs is one of them, right? So something to consider, something to think about, even for Solo YOLO. It's beneficial. Big game bounty on Mayapo. And man, a lot of damage that Joewo has taken, and he's got to be very careful here. Played up as quickly as humanly possible. Things started off quiet when we switched on to their perspective. Things are quickly heating up, and the rooftop was not the play, but maybe, just maybe, he could get back on his feet. It played up, but he gets challenged just in the nick of time, and he will fall. And the Gulag is where he goes.
I believe that might have been Apathy, potentially, who took him down. Oh,
I'm saboring myself.
goodness, I need glasses. He was going up against someone, but let's swing over to another one of the team's reflections that has the chance to win. I lied. We're going to go back to Joewo in a 1v1 in the Gulag. Oh, and the turn! It doesn't get the initial shots in, but that doesn't matter.
You know who he's going against?
I couldn't see.
Jay Sploosh. Jay Sploosh is down, and Hitch sheds a tear. Jay Sploosh tried his best, but Joewo was just a little bit better. That's 2 for 2 on games where they can win, where Joewo is pulled up and won a very important Gulag to come back and join his teammates. Now, back on board with FIFA. When we were watching them before, FIFA was just absolutely in chaos. The team was trying their best to maneuver around team after team who were getting they were getting pressed up on by. Now, he's quieted down a little bit, right? And this is what you want. You don't want to constantly be having to fight and constantly be in engagements. That's just really not the play you want. This is a great spot to just stay low.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know? Tuck yourself into a little nook. Make it a nice home. And that's what you want to do, right? Again, kills don't matter here for your team outside of simply eliminating other players.
Oh, and they're in the zone.
And it's quite risky to do so. They are in that zone, but not something you're going to feel particularly comfortable about because you are on the edge of that future circle, but potential here for them to have an early rotation. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like they're trying to figure out exactly where they want to go.
That's really central, though. They're right next to a buy station. I don't know if that's to play. You don't. Why would you want to go next to a buy station? It's helpful for getting your teammates back in, but everybody else is wanting to go center zone is also looking at the buy station. And they have a deployable. So going to a buy station, that could just be where they're marked, maybe a general vicinity they want to go to, but that buy station is going to see a lot of activity in the next zone.
Well, I might take that back. Was FIFA the one who picked? Oh no, that was.
I think it was Joewo earlier.
Yeah. Never mind. I thought I was.
They might
he just
have
went to the
one
Gulag,
somewhere,
so I didn't know if he had one. Yeah, so I retract that entire statement. I'm wrong and I'm confused and I'm tired. This is not a team with a deployable, maybe.
Right. Well, they got a UAV and there's the pings.
We can rotate to the right. Come.
And they're going to choose to rotate to the right, closer towards where they marked a little bit earlier, potentially on that buy station. I still think hovering on the edge is the way to go. Most likely, you only have a couple of teams right pinging just behind you. So you most likely have to fight them, but it's better than having to fight the endless amount of teams that are before you.
It's just such a gamble, though, because if you hold edge of circle and it pulls somewhere that isn't ideal, you're dead in the water at that point. I mean, it's good until it's not good, and then it might be a complete disaster. But that's why these players are in this event, and we are casting it because they have the risk assessment that we may not have on what those best plays are actually going to look like.
Oh my God.
But so far, they are alive and well. Looks like they want to make their way across, find some safe cover. Nice job preemptive on the smokes. Tried and true at this point for any safe rotation. They'll go right in, pick up whatever they can. Looks like a fairly unlooted area. Who is that saying for the big game bounty?
Hisoka.
Well, we can assume. Well, I mean, Hisoka's team.
They're getting there.
They're not going to get it this game unless they have the biggest game of the entire event so far. They need 40 points to hit match points. So they could do it, to be clear, but it'd be a tall order even for such a talented trio.
That's a fact. Well, they were getting shot from a distance. They did take a little bit of damage. My thing, or my concern, I guess, this is kind of a risky building to be in. You've got a lot of windows in front of you. You don't have a lot of coverage. You can get wall banged through that door. This is going to be a chaotic place to really sit in, especially if they get pressured up on it. That's why they're going to go ahead and mark the big building so they can get up ahead. But they've still got to make it there. They know the big game Hisoka is just behind. They were getting tagged a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, a mortar strike right where they want to go. So do they wait it out now, or do they full send it? They can probably wait, but they're going to wait until, look, that next zone closes in 10 seconds.
Well, and you're presuming if a strike's there, someone's there.
Of course.
So you have to be very careful about what you're pushing into. However, I did just get word that one of our top 3 teams with potential to win here, Scummin, fully eliminated 26th place. That means the only possible teams to win right now are Joewo's team and FIFA's team. Now, granted, I've been glossing over the fact that some of these kills are still important even after the 100-point threshold, because that is still going to be a determiner of second place, third, so on and so forth. You want to continue to weigh those out. But 100 points really that core mechanic that you want to pay attention to. Now, Biffle, nice shots through the smoke, knows someone has to be nearby. This is the team that is guaranteed on the eliminations from Biffle alone to now be at match point, as long as they can deny Joe and Thief from closing out in this game.
That's right, they've made it, but can they successfully stay alive? And I mean, Katie, they get absolutely bodied and gunned down. There's one more still remaining. The question is, can they stay up? Now over here, you've got the consistent trio, and I'm going to call them consistent because they have been at least from map 4 now into, or it should be map 5 now into map number 6. They know how to stay alive. Now this is probably one of the, more of the testy areas to be in, given the fact that they are within a shed, but they do have hard cover and they have been blessed with zone, and the water is just behind them. So they shouldn't get flanked on, and they shouldn't get pushed either from in front of them in the zone. So with that being said, I think they're sitting pretty, but we never know, right? You never know what can happen because anything goes when you're trying to win the game.
You're right, anything goes except those bans. Those things don't go, so definitely none of those. But you're right, this is a little bit risky. It's a pretty isolated spot. If you have to rotate, you're out in the open, so you're guaranteed to be needing to use smokes, potentially streaks if you have them to just force people to back away from any sight lines. But they've still got 41 more players they need to work their way through. And this circle, I mean, that large waterway is smack dab in the middle of this. It could be a waterway finish as they spot someone behind, and I like this, right? They're just marking, they're just calling out. Unless it's someone that is a guaranteed kill, you don't want to become their focal point.
Oh, I think we might have to fire.
And there, as you said it, right? Gets a sight line onto them, does fire, but they are getting funneled in by the storm.
FIFA on your right, Joewo on your left. The two teams trying to qualify, both healthy and strong. 3 up for each team. Bit of differing in zones, though. FIFA has to manage to, obviously go forward with his roster, find some hard cover if they want to maybe, just have an inkling of safety. Meanwhile, for Joewo and his crew, they are well within the zone. But they're getting close. Matter of fact, they're like very close. You've got 2 teams trying to win this for $40,000, and they are shoulder to shoulder.
And I don't think either of them wants to know that, actually.
Literally, just the road separates them. You got one shed here, you got one shed on the other side. That's where they're at.
Spot to the roof on the side.
Yeah, I'm laying
behind us, and we can't get sniped. As soon as that goes
Here
out,
we go, we're just waiting, posted up. Prone on the roof, hoping perhaps that no one notices that they are there at all. Shots coming out from Joewo. These 2 teams, potential to win here if they can get it done. But it's going to be a team wipe, and that's on to King AJ, as there's just 30 players remaining. And as this circle continues to shrink, it's almost guaranteed to end up in the water.
Oh no, don't say that.
And this is where you've got to be careful. At least one goes down. Breadman's going to need to get rescued. And this is why a hut that's this small is so difficult, because you just don't have a lot of ways to create space. The Semtex comes in, doesn't connect. Breadman able to get back up.
Here they go. Once they take one down, they'll push forward to the water. Like you said, they want that underpass. It is going to be in water. The underpass might be the play to make. You're guaranteed to have someone above, but at least if you can lock down low, it gives you a better chance of surviving. This is so risky. Their heart has to be beating so incredibly fast at this moment, Katie. You never want to be in the water at this stage in the game because you can't avoid shots. You start getting shot here, you're dead.
You start getting shot here, exactly, right? But luckily, you're hoping maybe with the elevations on either side of the river that players are shooting at one another before they're necessarily focusing on you. Goes for one of the shots, Croc's armor on both, gets a down, a huge one on top of that. I believe it's Huskerrs. I think that is...
yeah, that was Huskerrs.
That was Huskerrs,
and Hisoka.
Hisoka, a team wipe. I'm not sure on to which, but still, huge plays to be made. Now just 13 players remaining, 10 outside of this team. I do not know if FIFA's team is still alive. That's Sage. The team wipe does come through onto them. That is a huge opportunity. Joewo's team again, they got so very close, map 5.
Right.
And once again, so very close to tasting victory.
Okay, big moment. 4 teams, Joewo holding what he's got. They're going to take the cover if they possibly can. They've got to rotate to land. Now, is there going to be anybody behind them? That's the question. Smokes are out, though. That's good. They have some for late game, but now they're out of smokes. They push cohesively into the 3, but do they all get pieced? They all get pieced! They all get pieced by one player, and I think it was Huskerrs.
That is, in fact, going to be Z-Smith, Tommy, and Huskerrs somehow still alive. A team that's currently sitting in 9th place. And, well, if they can get 29 points, which it looks like based on kills, they very well may. And with a first place, you can, I think, guarantee it. They've done it. They are now at match point as well.
Unbelievable.
That means that we know Biffle's team is at match point. We know Huskerrs' team is at match point. I believe that Wars and Rated's teams may have also joined them at match point. And this is where things start to get very, very, very scary for a lot of these players.
Wow. I cannot believe Huskerrs, the guy to make some magic happen. He shuts them all down from their dream of winning. It's so hard to go into the water and have that be your only play. But that was their only play. They couldn't go to land, at least at that point.